Hey guys, I have not been able to record a video in a while. I have not been able to talk. So now that I'm better, I wanted to talk about Thomas Markle. He underwent emergency surgery recently, and I really feel for him, not only because I know he's dealing with health issues and has been for a while, but because I know the feeling of desperately wanting to reconcile with someone you love so much before it's too late. And also, I have gone so easy on Meghan, relatively speaking, because I have made so many excuses for why she might have felt overwhelmed after joining the royal family. Up until now, I've been critical of her, but I've also done my best to find reasons for why she might have done some of the things she did. And I am so done with that, because the way that she has treated her father is unconscionable. As for Thomas Markle, he has said for years now that he loves Meghan so much that he wants to see her, that he wants to meet his grandchildren, and family members, loved ones of narcissists who have been ghosted will go on for years or for the rest of their life, hoping that maybe that person they love so much will have a change of heart. Thomas Markle is 81 years old now, and as I said, he's suffered poor health for several years. Meghan has treated him in a way that can only be described as cold-hearted. Thomas Markle or anyone in his position would understandably hope that maybe Meghan will come in at the last minute and they'll have this glorious reconciliation, and I know because I felt that same hope. And I've learned the hard way that that is just not how narcissists work. There's so much we can learn about a person by how they behave during a family crisis. So let's talk about Meghan's reaction when she learned about her father's surgery. Before I talk about what Meghan did do, let me tell you what she did not do. She did not drop everything she was doing and jump on a plane to go see her father. As far as anyone knows, she didn't make any attempts to call him. Instead, what she did was have her people contact People magazine to let all of us know, to let the world know that she had reached out to her father. Why does Meghan feel the need to tell the world that she tried to reach out to her father? Public figures will release a statement if they're being hounded by the press to say something, if they're in a situation like this, but they don't do it for the purpose of engaging with the press. They do it to get that out of the way so they can go back to focusing on their family. They don't want to be in the public eye during a time of crisis. But Meghan does, because narcissists are always performing. Their words and their actions are all designed to maintain this facade they present to the people around them and to the world. The more serious the circumstances, the more a narcissist sees the opportunity to have the spotlight on them. Thomas Markle has been consistent since Meghan stopped all contact with him. He has said he loves her. He said he hasn't changed his phone number so that if she wants to, she can still reach out to him. And the first report of any contact on Meghan's part was that she had had a letter delivered to him after she was unable to reach him by phone or by email. Following that statement, Thomas Markle Jr. posted a video saying that their father does not use email and that Meghan knows that. And as for the reports of an attempt to reach her father by phone, no one has confirmed that Meghan ever attempted to call her father directly, and the hospital has said there's been no attempt on Meghan's part to contact him there. I cannot make myself believe that if Meghan wanted to get her father on the phone, that she wouldn't have been able to make that happen. And I mean within minutes. And if she really wanted to speak to her father, she has the resources to drop whatever she's doing and get on a plane. So there are a couple of things going on here. First of all, there's just the cruelty of all of these reports. Has Meghan tried to reach out to Thomas Markle? Did she have a letter delivered to him? Did she try to email him? Has she tried to contact him by phone directly or through the hospital? Whether or not she tried to contact him is so straightforward. It's just either yes or no. But there's all these unverified reports as if this is some great mystery. Of course she hasn't tried to reach out to him. If she wanted to speak to him, she would have. So while she wants everyone else to continue wondering, or better yet, to think that she is just doing her best to work this out somehow, Thomas Markle is still in the hospital, knowing that she could talk to him if she wanted to, knowing that she could be at his bedside if she chose to. But he also must know deep down that she's not going to do that. All of those things that he did for her, all of the efforts he made, everything he ever tried to give her as a father, he must be in that hospital bed right now knowing she's never going to come see him. So there's not just that cruelty, that coldness toward him. Meghan is also working on this other front to maintain her public image, as if there might be some communication, as if there might have already been, and there hasn't, and there just won't be. If you read some of the things that Meghan used to say about her father, and I'm going to put some of that up here in this video today just to let people know, Meghan might talk about her childhood now as if her father never existed, but the fact is he was the primary parent when she was younger. She lived with her father. Her mother was not completely absent, but it was Thomas who paid for her private education. It was her father who made sure that she had everything she needed, everything she wanted, and not just when she was a child. This went on into her young adulthood when she decided to go to Northwestern. She could not have done that without her father's help. So if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, or if you are dealing with a narcissist in your life now, you know that painful lesson. No good deed goes unpunished. It doesn't matter to her how much he did for her. It doesn't matter how much he loves her. Once she met Prince Harry, her father simply no longer served a purpose. And it is heartbreaking to think about, but that is the reality of a relationship with a narcissist. It doesn't matter if you are their friend, their sibling, their child. It doesn't matter if you are their parent. It doesn't matter if you are their husband or their wife. The minute you no longer serve a purpose, they're done. I've gone through this myself, and it's one of the most painful experiences of my life. And if I could talk to Prince Harry, I would shake him and say, think it through, Harry. This is not a woman you're going to share a life and grow old with. You're not going to be sitting in the rocking chairs on the front porch watching grandchildren run around and play in the front yard. This is a woman who is going to wring you dry before she drops you, just like she's dropped every single person who's ever tried to love her. And I say that to anyone who is in a relationship, a trauma bond with a narcissist. Those are relationships that cannot be salvaged. Part of the reason I make these videos is because I can't stand the thought of anyone else going through what I've gone through and what people who are close to me have gone through. So I will just say that my thoughts, my prayers are with Thomas Markle and his family. And I am glad that he came through the surgery, that he's recovering. But of course, given the nature of the operation that he had, he's got a lot of recovery ahead of him. And so I wish him all the best as he begins that journey. And I am glad that he has people around him, a support system, people who do love him and who are going to be there to help him through this. So thank you all for sharing a little of your time with me today. I appreciate it so much. It really does mean so much to me. And I appreciate the comments. So please do leave a comment if you would like to share your thoughts. And until next time, take care.